Hi, my name is Angie Henson, and I'm from Pottawatomie County, and I'm your teacher for today and for hopefully for a while. I was looking at your students or your child's ACT scores and their review, and I'd like to say some good things. I was very impressed with his skills in number and quantity. As you can see on this page here, his English scores were right within the ACC readiness range, which shows that he's ready to start doing that. We can still improve on many of this, but I just wanted to mention his reading has a good grasp of key ideas and details, functions within his math. So I'm really hopeful and glad we'll cover. I'm looking forward to working with your student, and I'm looking forward to covering a lot of these areas that we can and grow together, and hopefully I know I'll learn a lot, and hopefully he will learn a lot too. I'm looking forward to that. On his English, I was very pleased that his English was so high, but I noticed some of his reading was a little bit lower than benchmark than where we would like him to be. I'm wondering if that's if there's a reason for that, is that he might need some test taking skills or some strategies, maybe for time management. Often with the ACT, time is an issue. Many students struggle with cramming so much into so many questions, and they get stressed and overwhelmed and have trouble with keeping everything within that time and finishing it on time. So if that's the case, then we can address that. But I don't feel like that's his main weakness today. So what I'd like to look at, that his reading and his English appear to be more of a strength. So let's look at his STEM scores. His STEM scores show that in algebra, in geometry, and statistics and probability, those are his areas that he possibly needs more instruction or some review or some strategies. So I'd like to start with the first one, and that is algebra today. It appears that after giving your student the assessment test that I have, it appears that you need some help with polynomials and binomials within algebra. And so today I'd like to review that back up a little bit on that, review it, and see what you're missing and what you need help with. So if you'll think back to elementary school, most likely 5th grade, you probably learned about properties of addition and multiplication. Okay, addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Okay, one of the properties of multiplication that will help you with your algebra is what's called the distributive property. And I hope you can see this all right. The distributive property, it's taking a number, and you've got, you're within your parentheses, and you're distributing this number across these two. So for instance, you're going to have 1 times 2 plus 1 times 3. So you'll have 1 times 2 is 2, 1 times 3 is 3. You add those together, and you have 5. So I'm sure you remember that. That's kind of a basic deal. Building along on that, let's go to one of the strategies and a mnemonic device that is good for remembering how to use this distributive property. We have first, outer, inner, and last, which is an acronym for FOIL, or FOIL is an acronym for first, outer, inner, and last. And what you'll do is you'll take, when you're faced with this problem, you'll do A times C, which that's the first, and I'll draw a line there for you. A times C, those are the two first numbers within your problem or your formula. Then you're going to do A times D, because those are the outer, see? Those are the outer. And then you'll do the inner, which is the B times the C. Make sure that's a plus. And then you'll do the last ones, the last numbers in each of these. You'll do B times D, and that gives you your last one. And this is a way to help you remember on the polynomials where to start and how to get everything lined up. So thank you very much.